Doing the update video, I've contacted multiple news stations, so you all reach out to the news stations that you can, whatever come up through your search engine through Massachusetts, contact them. The information is in the previous video also about my son. Notes, pen and paper to take. This is beyond ridiculous. And then a lot of people say, well, who did you reach out to? And then when I get to discussing who I reached out to and what happened, don't ask that question if you're not able to digest that most likely it was scammers. And you know what happened, like I said, that Operation Stop CPS, which they're the Georgia Tan the remixes. Their Georgia Tan remix is very deceitful. All that's a majority of for my campaign concept. Oh, my campaign concept. And then you know that boring cabaret, Proud Mary, got the nerve to get there when she got her case dropped. And the profile picture, if you've been on Eradicate Swap on IG, that is my creation. And gonna take the words that's on there along with on some other posts and make up for her case getting dropped. And you see how she used the drum in the video? Like I say, fuel fundraiser, bear witness. Duh, my child name is Jaguar. They had regular names. They had hashtags like George Floyd, the girl that was it Kansas or wherever it was, Missouri, that got killed by the police that time. That's how their hashtags was. They did not have don't think that they got bring off of themselves. It came off of my child's hashtag from the minute my child was kidnapped. Hashtag return Jaguar. Even about the Scarseeds stuff. Perish those Scarseeds. Perishes right beyond now. And any second, up next, go straight to those, straight to them. Perish those Scarseeds. And a lot of these are deceitful sociopaths. I guess they just wear check the box X since they won't be all over the place. Most of them pilot and pan and trisexual anyway, including that boring cabaret singer who got her children taken from her. Because she, like I said, a lot of those campaign stuff, she got there and was, not just her and her clique. She had the porno pages coming up. I've been saying, I put comments all on the TMZ. The Twitter pages got erased. So, other parents that have with these incidents where they're saying they're having GoFundMe's made up in their children's name. And one of the recent is the one in Indiana. Her mama name Quina Taylor. The daddy is a Robinson. I think he's saying Detroit or Chicago, one of them. But she's saying that there's fake pages made for her child. Then they said there are non-profits, a similar parallel remix what is happening with my son. I've also come to find some other news, and then folks will get there and be replying, want to know everything. But hey, if you're not donating, if you're not sharing, and I don't like that, are you praying and hustling to where you're not being practical and balanced? So the incident with the three bodies that drowned, the DJ, which is the father of the two girls, he's stating that none of their fam for the whoever set up the 510c3. It's supposed to be something about Dolphin, Mercy, what whatever these names are. Y'all go to the video Operation Scarseeds. I have listed out several of them. I give enough ideas, including the one that I did that interview with on the Raw Young Live show. How the strawberry you gonna get there? I got her on the platform 10 years ago. How you supposed to be helping parents when you ain't got no media contact? Then you intentionally doing stuff to collect data and for life insurance and in case something they get arrested, they got the lead media story and can go write a book on it. Go around there getting you know what I'm saying, you get tax deduction and then got people volunteering for you and then ungrateful for it. Oh, let me tell you, they ungrateful and a thank you at the same time. So they'll thank you and then come back and insult you to get more services and make you feel bad like you ain't do enough. And because you're in this situation here, you still owe them. Or you not being grateful for what they did for you. When they got their children taken from them 2 years ago, I got them a whole media platform. Donald Trump had donated them a building, which they didn't turn on them, or that just was momentary. They being exposed. And I could tell by I could really tell by some stuff that's out in the street that's coming back to me that the mug getting there doing some Doppler haggling. Get the data and get there and compromise my services with the information they have. I was in contact with a housing real estate. They flew around there, not just one but several of them. They railroad that along with other opportunities that I went fill that I filled out for. They wasn't put down as a reference. It just was pieces of information. Then they're gonna put a rumor out to other people to my oh well. They like to they don't like to do nothing in life, try to make them look bad. But however, they take information once you get there and depart from them and not no longer whatchamacall them. And they go because you gotta get there and be arguing there, oh I got there and I was filled out for such and such and they take it, oh that ain't nothing, you ain't gonna get it, this and that. So they get there and call and try to find out if you got it or get there and store your application longer or get there and have the people get there and cut your hours and not pay you and create chaos for no reason. I went back through old emails to see how everything was perfect, and it wasn't until it had to be one of the opportunities it was a week after I engaged on it. I can't even be specific and even say boom 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 because like I said, it's so much deeper that's going on, and and who gonna walk around carrying a camera everything in their life and go, and if somebody giving you hints and clues and supporting details and they don't have to give their name. So what am I get there and say, oh, have the evidence to show everything when they're affecting my livelihood? These folks don't what they shouldn't even be on their feet. I mean that includes Saisha. That include this here person I'm talking about, the one that was in that blue dress that I did that interview with. How the hell you get there, got a non-profit for 10 years, ain't got no media contacts, said that they was going to get there and do the court reports, and whatever they did back then to now still affects how still today my child is not returned back to me, but those that then stole from me, they're getting their children back. Oh no, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm not going to anything. It ain't no edit on that. Y'all don't tell those people coming from over the border and those that playing with feces. Y'all don't get there and tell them to have more etiquette. Get there and be patient. Get there and wait. This is discuss all these scandalous folks. And I know I be commenting in the comments. I'm replying back to stuff. Y'all ain't you know what I'm saying? People don't get there and whatchamacallit. Only a few. I'm gonna say a few. Let me get I'm not gonna get there and make them like because it ain't what it should be, as though ain't nothing coming in. It's just that it has to the fuel. It has to fuel. It has to fuel up. It has to power up. It should be flooding and wildfire about this here with my child, especially when Saisha they had all those things. Like I said, the hashtag, the whole bad witness thing. Let my children go. I reached out to them about doing activation activity even before I did the June 24 interview with Saisha. Saisha set that up to get there and territorial that man uh to her up in there with it that polygamy call so she could be the lead woman. Oh, look what you did. You had me get there and I had to go to the hospital and they took the baby. She kinda set that up. Like she kinda mid cautious set that up. She really did because she can't think without a man. Just as much she couldn't think without running that campaign. She got a whole platform because she was on American Idol and stuff like that. But so far as creativity and concept, wasn't nobody really sharing of her child and so forth like that before I came along. I was sharing of everybody's child. And those of you that got there and took the wings of Saisha, you fall off as pigeons, just falling out the sky. And I mean that on your churn. You're not gonna get there and be generic about mine, and I ain't forgiving nothing. Especially, I don't even know whether my child is here or not. I don't know. Even if my child is living a fact, I don't play that my child being with nobody in the day, in the night. This is with the day that I don't trust. So for the fact that y'all got there and did this old Ifa Ogon and Gwen, Giselle, all those type of witchcraft. They got some more names. I'll be coming up to y'all too. Or these other what you call them? Demonic deities that gotta be destroyed. And the question will always be: was Jesus hung on the cross first, or did the flood? Which one happened first, and which one happened late? And how it is recycling these Sodom and Gomorrah? How during a time I cannot believe this here of us being all our children kidnapped from us. And this explains slavery. And then somebody they get there and take their child to the hospital for weight. Everybody know common sense in 15 months a child they said was under 21 pounds. It was 15 or 19. I know it was in the teens what they said the baby weighed at 15 months old. And they were saying the child was very well mannered. So how you gonna get a non-profit or with that 500,000, with around the $500,000 she raised? I don't know what it's at now. Unless somebody come tell me they show it or whatever like that. That's the way I know about it. How the world you gonna get there and go out of the blue so quick go get an orphanage? When you supposed to be for no, we can't say what you're supposed to be for, but common sense, anybody with good intention would be for mothers keeping their children. So wouldn't you get there and have a complex, a freak, a transit home? But that name was stolen off me. It got rename that parish to Scarseeds. Heal, parish, deoperate the Scarseeds. Anything that was done in the past that has held my child up and all this maliciousness, all these folks with these 501c3s, I did more grassroots, or let's use the bracket term bootleg, or whatever degree that you think I had. We ain't about to get in discussion of that. Because whatever I did, if you up in jail, you don't give a care if somebody got a degree, they speak proper English, single mother, you don't give a damn. When your children, when someone get there and they didn't prevented your children from getting kidnapped, when someone get there and they made sure that your child start kindergarten on time so that you wouldn't have to pay child care fees and so that they could get there and graduate with their age, the year that they was born. When somebody got there because they wanted to get there and wanted the children to know more than sport and music and introduce them to culture. That woman that died there that was in the back of the trunk there with the African American Museum, a lot of those children that I didn't care, they know her. If they don't know her, she done met them. And that was decades ago when she first was getting started. And I'm going to keep her memory alive. Because a lot of you all, you get there, and they like you care so much about life. You got you having these old stupid things about keep your check on your strong friends. You motherfuckers don't get there and advocate for the homeless to get there and have housing. Shut your fucking mouth up, bitch. And fucking go lawn yourself backwards. Oh, stupid ass. Then somebody gonna fucking reply. No, yeah, somebody gonna get there and reply in on a group chat or something. They gonna get there talking all kind of Bible shit. What about the book of Revelations? That's what they ought to go jumping. And like you ain't got no sense. Oh well, there's people with resources. If somebody get there and log into the computer, and somebody can get there and write, even if they wrote half a sentence to you or write a word, they know about fucking resources, and they know about the yellow pages, and they know about fucking corrupt Google. And a lot of this stuff here is traffic trick meal. Such as that one with that blue dress on the Rada live young show that was did with my son. Then I got there and did another interview I did. They say YouTube took it down. YouTube most likely took it down because it'll show comments and it'll show that 25 people comment. If you comment on a video with Baba every time, it wouldn't even let us see the comments from when people was replying. The first 24 hours it was put up. It'll show how many comments they had, but couldn't see none of it. All the videos that's on that channel, the one about my son being kidnapped, this should be worldwide. So that was the time y'all get there and mag everything. That's when everything on Instagram. That's what y'all should have did with my child. They're showing 5-10 views on this channel here. On most of these channels, I see the first video. So 60 people, so 60 views. Saw the one about Arlena Miller and the 3 children drowning. And you fool around there and couldn't like. Even if you go re-upload on another channel, at least have the courtesy to just, I'm asking that you give the credit. Who made it? That's all I'm asking for. Cause sharing it is caring. That's your practical prayer. That's powerful prayer. That's countable prayer. Right now, telling me you gonna pray, and if you ain't doing anything, what the mob ain't doing just don't matter. I don't know what. Somebody that is not a social worker is able to communicate. Somebody with that's using a Russian name of a lawyer from California in the state of Massachusetts. I've been asking for an attorney because the previous one, that one was with immigrant. And if I tell you that something is a scandal, don't try to get there and combat me like I gotta get there and look with some rose-colored glasses on. If I told you that they had those where they start whatever, I don't even say that because you know what I'm saying. Y'all stupid asses said somebody get in a fucking worse and prolonged situation. And then so many of you all, say the situation with the Danielle and Kennedy Hall. The same one of you all talking about, I'm on my way now. I come help find your daughter. I replied to those same people that was same little group. All that they replied under that Danielle Hall, the one in Memphis with Kennedy. I go look for Kennedy now. I replied to so many of them. I got all the videos on this channel. I replied right from this channel. The motherfuckers act like they deaf, dumb, don't hear nothing, don't see nothing kind of shit. Bitch, why the fuck you ain't move? And I got a load of information. Even if you go do something and don't even let me know about it. There's a load of information on here, bitch. You gotta move somewhere. I got, you know what I'm saying? It's a load of information you could be done did. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't directly come tell me, but you doing it like I'm saying to go find my child, go return my child to me, even without telling me with good intentions. They had all that with Danielle and Kennedy. But however, that matter is what it is, because I know you ain't about to jump in the Mississippi River. So Take that time and go find my child. Go find my child in Massachusetts. Return my child to me in Massachusetts. The military got to come for that. I haven't reached out to the Cajun Navy, but hey, it's gonna be some remixes of them that's gonna come across this here, and I'm gonna need you to go do your work. Handle that.